Very much for coming out to Main Street Merchant Growth Club's second session of 2011. After a successful pilot year, we decided to continue educating the community on all things business. I'm Karl. This is Monty Edson. Monty is a partner with Dave Verbatim at Peak Performance Action Coach. Dave is in action this afternoon. Could not be here. I think he's down in the city. I spoke to him on the train. So he said for me to go with him. I'm like, okay, I'll go with it. So Monty is going to help me through the presentation, shed his insights on various aspects of social media related to running a small business. So I know some of you have checked in already to the library. That's pretty cool. That's an element of social media. This is Tim McDonald. Tim is what is Tim? Another social media guru. Mr. Twitter, his license plates literally say tweet me. Tim driving around town, tweet him. Share that information later. He's going to help me out with some content as well. Master videographer, Mr. Tony Ma. MainStreet Social Media Committee. He's going to try to make me look good. There's going to be a lot of editing after this presentation. How's his shirt look, buddy? Does it make me look fat?
No, it's very slimming.
And so again, thank you very much for coming out. We will do introductions as part of this. I don't want to stand up here and talk, believe it or not, even though I like to talk. I want this to be about you guys sharing your ideas, what you do with social media. So with social media 2.0, when social media 1.0, I believe it was last spring, right, Jim? May, June. We told you kind of what it was all about. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube. Kind of went through 25 to 30 slides. And afterwards, I'm sure you were all dizzy. I was dizzy. A lot of information. So I took this presentation, talked with Dave, and said for social media 2.0, why don't we make it more interactive? Where we just have the group talk with some talking points, some questions on what they're doing in the community. I know a lot of you have social media profiles. There's a lot of Facebook out there, there's some Twitter out there, there's some checking in going on, like I had said before. I know a majority of you, if not all of you, have websites. So with social media 2.0, I'd like it to be, you tell us. So I'm going to have a series of questions for the next half an hour. And I'd just like to have a guided discussion on examples of what is going on in the community and how we're using social media to invite people to our wonderful Main Street Libertyville district. So without further ado, 5 main questions here. How do you engage your community? Does your community trust you? Influencing your community, being transparent, being accessible to your community, and showing that you care about your community. So how many of you actually have, go back, a social media site? Show of hands. How many people have a social media site? That's good. All right. A social media site? Okay, multiple. Thank you, Tim. Okay, more than one? Hands still up. Nice. Okay. How many have 4? Use them all. There you go. That's good. That's anyway, I know Marcus does. I should introduce Marcus too. He's a fellow social media guru. Marcus Cattell.
Can you name what some of the social media?
Yes, I will. With social media site, LinkedIn, Facebook. Facebook is king. A lot of people have Facebook. That's the most common starting point. Twitter, a YouTube account, even a website that integrates with social media sites. An email marketing program that integrates with a social media site. When you have your email marketing program, there are options out there now, especially through Constant Contact, where you can actually click a button, find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, when you opt in to log in to an email account. There are ways to do that with your account. So if you have that, that's good. How long has it been that you've had your site? A year? Less than a year? How long have most of you had?
Less.
Here.
Okay. Nobody over 2 years, so it's pretty. Of course, my gurus. When was the last time you posted something on it?
This morning.
I tried yesterday.
3 seconds ago.
Just now.
Wow, show off. Paying attention? Yeah.
We're all checked in.
We're all checked
Like
in.
went through the room to see who could be tagged.
I should have some kind of a prize for that.
Tagging everyone.
Yikes.
Yeah. Who's here with me?
Showing off, showing off. What did you post? What was the last post? Was
Casey,
it
tell us what it means when she says she checked in.
when you thank you.
And what is it? What does
Thank
it do?
you. Checking in is literally acknowledging your presence somewhere. So I'm at Cook Memorial Library. I'm listening to Casey talk in circles
I'm
on
at the
social
Economic
media.
Growth Club meeting.
I checked in as part of First Friday. I went around for MainStreet Libertyville's First Friday yesterday. Everywhere I went, when I walked into that establishment, whether it was Wisma, Parkview, someone's in the kitchen, where else did I go? I went to Curtis Rain Back Alley Gallery, et cetera, et cetera. When I walked into the door, there's an application on Facebook, through Facebook Places. There's also Foursquare, which I can have Tim talk about. I checked in. So I let my network know. I checked in on my Facebook platform, on my wall. I let everybody know. So if somebody was following me as a Facebook friend, I let them know that I was there. I check in Tiny Square too, Christine. So it's just a way, okay, I'm having breakfast at Tiny Square. I'm shopping for art at Curtis Ring. I'm having coffee at Starbucks. It just kind of acknowledges it's really kind of where you are. And then that can generate conversation.
During Let's Whine About Winter, I
Thank
had
you.
everybody stop and check in. And I'm like, pull out your iPhones and check into how impressive. So then, like, there was just so many people in the shop, and they just all checked in. And so they pulled out their iPhones and they checked in. And then it gravitated, like, oh my gosh, all these people are at how impressive right now. And it showed on my Facebook that all these people were at.
So people are following your streams and your wall. They could be, oh, looks like something might be going on, and how impressive. If half my
And it was
friends are
Let's
there.
Whine About Winter, so it was all downtown. So
Right.
if they went to a next place, then they would go down to Serendipity and they would check in there. And so it would just show up on your Facebook.
You
So-
kind of show the movement through a community and where people are doing and where they're at.
Kind of
Very
like
good
that.
question. Whoever asked that. Tim, you can probably highlight a little bit more about that. It's a good way to tell a story. I mean, because you actually pull like Foursquare. You can pull metrics off of that.
Yeah, the difference between Foursquare and Facebook is Foursquare is actually indexed by Google. So when people are checking in at your location, if your profile is claimed on Foursquare and your URL and your address and your phone number are on there, those search results are going to show up on Google when people are searching for keywords that are in your business.
So in general, they call it a location-based marketing service. So Foursquare is one of them. Facebook
Koala.
as well. Koala is very good. There's different
Those two are
platforms.
integrated with the GPS device in your phone, where Facebook isn't doing that now, right?
I don't believe
No, Facebook does too.
Does it?
Yeah.
it integrates somewhat with Google. I
If you have a
think.
Facebook app on your phone.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
you have to have the application.
Right.
So it's just kind of a way to tell a story. So like when, First Friday, I told the story of where I was on First Friday, if that was of interest to anybody. I told, Christine, Let's Whine About Winter, she had her population. Don with Lifestyle Weight Experts, Don Paulin, he can maybe follow, he can have, hey, when you check in at the gym, that's great. You're working out. That's a positive lifestyle choice, correct?
You can very positive.
So you can have your population, hey, I'm a member of Lifestyle Weight Experts trying to get my weight control through positive lifestyle choice. If I check in at the gym, Don might think that's cool, and maybe he rewards me with you can have different rewards programs based with it. I mean, I've seen that work. As far as did it engage, that kind of ties in with what we're talking about right now. If it did start a conversation, when I check in at Tiny Square, I might get a comment from Jim Moran. What are you having? Oh, I'm having an omelet. Oh, have you tried their yogurt? Oh, yeah, I've tried their yogurt. And the comment stream just off of that check-in on my wall, underneath those comments are just all the different conversation points that are happening. So it's really an advertisement for the activity.
A few weeks ago, you said on Facebook that you were at Townie Square and something about it, and then I posted, everybody's talking about Townie Square, I'm gonna have to take my husband there this
See?
weekend. And then,
So it generates conversation to your community, so to speak, your group of people, who I might not even know necessarily. I might know some of them. We might share certain members of our community, but it's just a way to really kind of put your marketing on steroids in kind of a fun way. Just, I'm having an omelet. Oh, when's the last time you were there? I love that place. class of 1991's 20-year high school reunion is this year. So a lot of times when I post where I am, everybody's